My name is Chessa Mannion. I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse and silencing and shunning by the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. This is an official announcement for a protest that will be happening at Santander Arena in Reading, Pennsylvania on August 26th, starting at 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this event is going to be highlighting policies such as shunning, and silencing of victims of sexual abuse, as well as people who have been discriminated against by the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, including members of the LGBTQ community, undocumented immigrants, etc. I have so much going on right now that I can't really speak, but I'm super excited about this event. This will be a protest that will be featuring a moving art installation that will be comprised of ex-High Control Organizations members, artwork, poetry, stories of what they've been through and how they found empowerment and got out of the situation they were in and fought against these policies from high control groups. Silencing and shunning is not something that is only indicative of Jehovah's Witnesses, but it's been proven to be a thing in their organization time and time again. And I am also, like I mentioned before, a survivor of these policies. I was featured in the Philadelphia Inquirer in an article by David Gambacorta detailing what I went through as a child when I was a victim of sexual abuse at 5 years old, and how I was subsequently silenced for many years. I am an artist myself, and I'm hoping that this will be a way to empower the public, spread awareness to its citizens about the things that are going on within this organization, as well as other high control organizations around the country and around the globe. One of the things that has been brought up recently in Pennsylvania, which I'm sure a lot of people are aware of, is the report that is coming out about the Diocese of Pennsylvania. It's an 884-page report detailing sexual abuse within the Catholic Church and how it has been covered up as well. No matter what background you're from, all of us can agree that our children are the most important thing to protect, and this next generation of children that are being brought up in the world should not have to go through being silenced because an organization doesn't want their dirty secrets getting out. And unfortunately, that was something that happened to me, and it's happened to a lot of people that I know and love. And I still have members within the organization that are family members of mine that I'm hoping to reach through this artwork as well. So there's also an open call for submissions. If you would like your artwork displayed, it will be displayed on a moving art installation, as I said before, and I will also be displaying the artwork on useourvoice.org, our website. And it's going to detail not only the artwork and what it means to the person who created it, but also their bios if they so choose. If you choose to be anonymous, that's fine as well. I think this is going to be a huge event. There has already been protests against the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society in Vancouver, and there is currently protests going on in London as for the next 2 weekends. And I will be getting some articles from those protests brought to Reading as well to kind of show solidarity throughout the globe for what is going on. My hope is that this will be a movement that will transform policy and enlighten people to what's going on within our society so that we can protect our children. Just as a bit of background, the Australian Royal Commission just recently released a report of over 1,000 pedophiles within Jehovah's Witnesses and living among them just in Australia alone. And these are people who go and knock on doors in your neighborhoods. These are people who sit among you at the Kingdom Hall. These are people who are having Bible studies with families. So this is a really dangerous environment to keep having in the world that we live in. This is something that needs to be addressed. And I'm hoping that by the world coming together and really standing in solidarity and using our voice, we'll be able to make a movement that will stop these policies from happening and show the Watchtower that people are standing in solidarity globally against policies that are protecting child abusers and abusers, domestic abuse, discrimination, etc. So I'm really looking forward to seeing any of you in Reading who want to come to this event. This is, again, open to the public, and it's going to be friendly, it's going to be non-confrontational, and it's going to be featuring artwork and friendliness and hopefully creating a dialogue. I think dialogue is really important, and discussing these issues. The Watchtower has been guilty time and time again for keeping records of abuse cases that did not end up getting reported to the police. And they have had policies that stopped victims from reporting to the police, and those victims have faced shunning. Those victims have faced shunning by their families, by their friends, by their communities, and sometimes this has even led to those victims taking their own lives over these shunning policies. So this is something really powerful that has impacted many, many people, and it is not something that should be dismissed at all. And that's why we're going to be protesting in Reading, and that's why the protests are happening in London and Vancouver and around the world, to make sure that these survivors are not dismissed, and to make sure that their stories are told, even if they're not here to tell them anymore, and to make sure that their families know that they are supported, and to make sure that survivors who are still going through this, if you're someone who's on the inside, who's still going through silencing and shunning, and going through being unable to speak, and being told that you can't speak about what happened to you, we're here for you, and we're here to empower you, and we're here to help you in any way that we can. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video. Again, that's going to be at Santander Arena in Reading, Pennsylvania, August 26th, starting at 11:30. Anybody who wants to contact myself or Use Our Voice, I'll be leaving our email, useourvoice@gmail.com, as well as a link to the website, Facebook, etc. in the description box. So anybody who wants to submit artwork or contact us, or any press that wants to contact us, please feel free to do so. We will be taking interviews before the event and during the event. Otherwise, signing off. Talk to you all soon. Thanks.